Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, we're diving into a report from Horizon Technology Finance Corporation. Let's just say their recent special meeting wasn't quite as special as a surprise birthday party, but we'll get to the details. Essentially, they had a shareholder vote on a big change to how the company is managed, and we'll look at that and what it might mean. So, Horizon Technology Finance held a special meeting with their stockholders in February. At this meeting, the people who own the company got to vote on something pretty important. They voted on one major thing. It was all about changing the agreement with the company that manages Horizon's investments, called the advisor. Think of it like this. Horizon hired a company to help them make money, and now they're voting on a new contract with that company. If you wanted all the nitty-gritty details, they were available in the company's official document filed with the SEC in December. But we'll give you the important stuff here. Basically, to vote, you had to own stock in Horizon by late December. Almost 40 million shares were eligible to be voted. At the meeting, enough shares were represented to make decisions, a bit over 20 million shares. Here's what the vote was about. The stockholders were asked to approve a new agreement with the advisor. The advisor helps Horizon decide where to put their money. When it came time to vote, the people who owned shares voted, and here's the score. Over 18 million votes were cast in favor of the new agreement. Almost 1.3 million votes were cast against it. And a little over 1.1 million people abstained, which means they chose not to vote. Now here's the kicker. This new agreement only kicks in if something big happens, a change in control. If that deal doesn't go through, the old agreement stays in place. So basically, this vote was preparing for a future possibility, but it doesn't change anything right now unless that deal happens. Now let's step back and see what this all means for Horizon Technology Finance. Horizon is in the business development company BDC, which means it loans money to and invests in smaller, growing companies that might not be able to get loans from big banks. That makes the person making the investment decisions very important. A change in the investment advisor, especially when it triggers a shareholder vote, is a big deal. It means there may be a new strategy, new people making decisions, and potentially a new direction for the company. Looking at the numbers, a vast majority voted to approve the agreement. That means the owners of the business, for the most part, approve of the new agreement that's going to be in place. One risk to consider is that a change in control could be disruptive. New management might have different ideas about which companies to invest in, and that could impact Horizon's returns, and there were a little more than 1 million no votes. On the flip side, a new advisor could bring fresh perspectives and expertise, potentially leading to better investment decisions and higher profits. It all depends on the new team and their strategy. Valuation is always key. BDCs are often valued based on their net asset value, NAV, the value of all their assets minus liabilities, and their dividend yield, how much they pay out in dividends compared to their stock price. Without knowing the specifics of the change in control and the new advisor's strategy, it's tough to give a precise price target. However, if the new team can maintain or improve Horizon's NAV and dividend yield, the stock could see some upside. Overall, I'm leaning slightly bullish on Horizon. The shareholders have spoken, and the new agreement is ready to go if the change in control happens. It's a bit of a wait-and-see situation, but the potential for fresh management and new ideas makes it interesting. I'd estimate a potential price range of $12–14 per share, assuming the new advisor performs well. But keep an eye on that change in control transaction. That's the key to everything. Thanks for tuning in to Corporate Decoder. If you found this breakdown helpful, please subscribe and hit the like button.